Hello. Okay. Today, I want to add some knockback to the attacks. Now, to start off with that, we're just gonna go to an attack and give it a variable for knockback. Some of these an integer for this. So on this one, to get a really high number just to see when we start doing it. So knockback. Okay. I gotta host that host. That's one way you get the character body, which is the thing we want to move. So knockback. Let's also add stun. And now with stun, I'll probably have a constant number that's the same for most of the things. Okay. Because then it would change the frame data by a little bit, which is sometimes intentionally what is wanted. Because in Street Fighter, doing a melee attack on some characters will allow you to get a follow-up that you normally wouldn't have been able to without the melee setup. Okay. So that's just another number to add to this thing. Knockback 1000. Stun 20. Stun underscore frames. Let's also go with, I don't know, frame advan. Frame underscore advantage. Would frame advantage make sense? If I specifically use frame advantage, it would be dictated by hitting the opponent and then on the difference between the end of the attack as when you would stop having them stunned. So no, let's work with stun frames. Okay. Maybe when we rename this to just hit exceptions. Go here and then these down to the right size. Okay, so when an area gets hurt, it changes the health. Okay, let's add knockback and stun. And since we have health with the hurt box, the health will have a host, which will often be the entity. So we'll go health.host dot velocity equals knockback divided by stun. And we want this to be vector 2. Oh, that's wrong. Okay, so this gives a lot, just a sense of velocity. So if we hit this, we should have it moving now. The thing is up again. Comma, somethings. Designed by 0. Yeah, that makes sense. Excuse me? This is, set to 0, okay. Um, one of these buttons should work. No? Why? This is set. I killed it. That's not what I wanted to do. Like, we hit it, it didn't move at all, whatsoever. Why? Let me put a physics process that might actually move and slide at all. So that's the motion, which defines the slice the motion of constants. Good floating. Okay. That, that was too fast. That moves now. Okay. So first off, the entity base, this should be in process. Because we're gonna override it anyways. Okay, that's the same as what we had before. Tick. I can't stop it. Oh, I essentially need a moving platform. A different moving platform than sometimes, but it exists, it works. That's not the best behavior. What it does is it sets the velocity, but it doesn't decelerate, it doesn't stop. In the player, we have nothing here to stop movement. In the movement, we have a statement that says else 0. So, I think this is the point when we actually start editing the entity base rather than the players. So, entity base shall have a variable for is underscore summed. This will be rule. That's default value is false. Okay, enter. If is summed colon. And then let's do the else because that's easier. Velocity equals 0. Equals vector 2 0 comma 0. What should I put in here? Stun velocity? Sure, let's put stun velocity. loss. And then we can go to the hitbox and just set the stun velocity in this function. Oh, it should be a vector too. Now we have a different problem. When we say stuns, what kind of stun? What direction? What vector is it going to take? Okay. I need a component for stun manager. Player, add node, name is to stun manager. Okay, add a script. Call it stun manager. Make sure it's the same as the rest of that. Last name, stun manager. So, how does this one start off with? Let's start off with an enumeration. And call it, actually, I think it just goes straight into brackets. Yeah. Can I call it something? Stun type. Pair X. Launch. Launch. Elements. None of these are kept. Basic stun, launching stun, wall bounce stun, I guess. Crumple. What else? Street Fighter has quite a few stuns. So it's got Crumple, it's got wall bounce, it's got weak wall bounce, it's got ground bounce. Enemy fighters have get off the ground moves, which just remove the player from the grounded stun state. So I might as well hit not just basic, but also fallen on ground. Most is less necessary. We have a fallen on ground one that we can actually work with, but we'll have to see. Okay. So, what else is our stun manager going to do? What should the stun manager be doing? It should be managing the type of stun, how long the stun is, how far the stun will be taking the player. So, more stun duration, more stun, let's just use duration, distance, okay. It's going to have a host, which is done by being a behavior class. Forget where did it save? No, not where I wanted to. I need a component for that at some point, but I didn't really flesh it out. I might delete the components folder for the state mission thing because I didn't really use it. I'm not really using any of these. So adding a stun component and a stun manager. So similar to how we have an attack continuously keep attacking, which is done in the attack of an attack manager. or in the attack manager itself. In the attack manager, there is a continue attacking. So let's go with a similar format for continue stun, as well as a function to start stun. So the starting stun should have two things. One, distance, two, duration, three, type. And then in here we'll have a match that says type, one, and then each of these will get one. Actually, this would be better as knock down. I'm sorry, what? Alright, let me go to the input manager to check that well, set up the enumeration. Okay. So manager, should have taken this dot. Sure, I guess. How would I want to continue this done? Have this be remaining. And then would this be total or remaining distance? We'll figure it out when we start testing that part. So now we're more so defining the stun manager rather than doing the stun. I guess we also need a variable for stun direction. Distance, duration, type. Distance, duration, direction, and type. 3Ds and 2. DDD. Okay, save. So we have a function that starts the stun in a way. It'll have the stun manager, but does it ever call on the stun manager? No. The hitboxes will probably be calling the stun manager. So let's go to an attack, and its hitbox. Got her damage stun. Um, health dot host dot stun underscore component. What did I call it when I gave it up here? Stun component. Yes, I did call it a stun component. Player, stun component, tag. check I want here. So telling me whether or not I'm using this then component. So we now have the ability to pass parameters from the hitbox to a function related to stun information. We have a stun manager that we've created that is attached to the player. Okay. A stun manager means the thing that goes into the player. However, it doesn't come out as a specific thing that the player has. Not sure how to continue this to make it work properly. I don't think I have facing right done correctly either. Let me add this to the to-do list. Okay, good. Right. This is important. I don't have a good forwards function because right now I don't even have the information on what direction the player is facing. Sure, I have in the input manager a fake forwards, or facing right, but I don't know. Maybe it should be a variable here. Or is underscore facing. There's a really simple way to test whether or not I'm facing right or not, which is, was the last direction between right and left right? Or I can make it semi-complicated with turning around. So I need something that's like just, if I press the direction I'm not facing, which would probably need this, so I would actually be required to have both the is facing right and the turnaround logic done together. Yeah, that makes sense. But it doesn't really help with the stun fully. I do need the information for what stun duration and distance and all that stuff. Maybe go to the entity-based script and just delete this stuff. I don't know. I don't really know what to do about this. I could put is facing right to the input manager again. Which I'm not 100% sure I like everything being in the input manager, and I'm not 100% sure I like things being split up. Let me put is facing right in the input manager. I should check the documentation. Oh, I don't control it. I don't know the script. No, I'll cancel. Launch it with the documentation. I would like to go to character body. Also, I have an up direction, but we don't have the right direction or left direction, which is annoying. Get last emotion. Tell me the current direction at the moment. That makes sense. Forget last motion is definitely a good one to work with. Just need to type it onto the to do, and that should be enough. Use players get last motion. Let me print this thing. It's the current direction, not all directions. I just want to check with my calculator what that number actually ends up being. 1.6 repeating times 60 maybe? It's 100. So that's, I believe, what I set the movement speed to. Oh, in the player script. Or in the movement. Where did I put my move speed? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's in the input manager. I'm gonna end stream. Tomorrow I think I'm gonna work on either the right left stuff or we're gonna continue the stun stuff. Both of which are not simple things to work on their own and may take additional time to think about on how to get done properly. But ending the stream is required, so bye.